I like this.
It's a better shotgun than I have.
Boys. Let's train to our
You've only had the
friend
shotgun
Artyom,
like
who
a
goes right
minute.
through monsters and anomalies
I want a better one.
to Artyom.
Yeah, to me with the vodka.
Artyom,
Which is
who got tossed
probably
off the
made
side
from
like a
mushrooms,
piece of
like
garbage
everything
out
else.
of a car window.
You deserve a medal.
You know, at least they get vodka when they're underground.
some
Can you imagine
extra
being
ammo.
stuck in the American
Yeah.
sewer system where everyone's just drinking 30-year-old
Do you,
Bud
Artyom?
Light?
Oh, that's terrible.
I want to retire to Russia for the apocalypse. Or like Ireland or
30-year-old
something.
No,
Bud Light.
no.
That's a horrifying
Switzerland.
thought.
You gotta go to Switzerland for the apocalypse. That's where people are ready for it.
Huh?
Is that a sewer manhole cover for the tables? Because that's kind of cool.
It might be.
I believe you're right.
To you.
Good eye.
Yeah, getting wasted off of these tiny
vodka
dainty
kicks
sips or
everyone's
whatever's in
ass,
this
huh?
tin cup.
It's vodka.
I found out the market's closed down and I'm
You do not need a very big thing of vodka, Rutskarn. I mean, I know you're too young to drink, but
We all blacked out. When I came to
tiny cups are okay.
Hey, can I have
I'm just
more?
going to help myself to this
I heard
ammunition.
there was
This is
some
mine,
bourbon
right?
here. You guys got some bourbon? I need some of the bourbons.
Is that a prostitute
Suburban?
right there?
There's a Suburban here?
I thought somebody said there was one in
Probably
this game.
not.
Because
You
it's
saw
all,
one walk
it's really
by,
terrible
if you've
that
been
I
paying
even have to
attention
ask
to
that
the-
question. Because obviously there should be a lot of female characters around here.
It's-
because this is a society.
It's weird actually. There's almost no there are no major female characters in this game. In the next game there are a few. And
But I got my
And in this game, like, there's only one point where you can run into a prostitute. In the next game, they're all over the place. In this game,
Yeah, I was
in the
about to
next
say,
game, there's
'cause that's-
actual like nudity. In this game,
Because I've seen
there's nothing like it.
screenshots from the Metro games with female characters, and all the female characters are prostitutes.
Whatever.
That's sad.
Throw your junk away. That's for baby.
You know,
Revolver
I mean-
with a silencer.
Whatever.
It will
The
allow you
silencer
to
is just
kill
the guy-
silently.
Exchange.
It's
And
actually,
the silencer is actually
would
just the
probably
guy
want
selling
one
it
of
to you. He
those.
follows you around and says shh every
exhaling
time
only.
you pull the trigger.
He coughs really loudly and opens up a bag of chips every time you fire.
That's exactly it.
The game appears to have stopped. Oh, there we go. The game does that occasionally. The question is, do I want to spend almost all of my
Excellent
bullets
choice.
on
Good gun.
this?
Definitely
Yeah.
better than yours.
The hooker. Go find the prostitute. Spend the
No.
bullets on her.
Okay, so I'll give you a spoiler for the hooker because you're
Save
not
her.
gonna fucking do it.
Save her
No,
from this
we-
life of sin, Joshua.
You go and you pay some money to the hooker and you go to a room and she tells you to close your eyes. You open them and there's this big burly Russian dude. And he beats you up and takes your money. Don't ask me how I
Man.
found out about that.
I usually have to pay extra
awesome.
for that.
I know.
Whatever.
It seems like it would be tough to generate repeat business.
This is just an offensively stupid gun.
And remarkably, it's going to be the one that we're going to use a lot of.
Oh god fucking damn it.
Did you really come here on a handcar?
Well, I mean, it's
Yes, I did.
maximizing power and staying quiet. Plus, the
I'd
ammo's
love to.
relatively
No.
common.
Yeah.
Could you give me a
Yeah,
bullet?
I know.
Hey, kid.
Okay.
Beg somewhere else.
I'll try
So-
to keep
Oh,
my
I really should be
noises
going now, or else I'll get a spanking. Are you Artyom?
No,
Hey,
I am
there's a man
something
at the
else.
Block Street waiting for you.
How does everybody know my
He's kind
freaking
of
name?
big and scary.
So why are
You're
you
wearing your name
British?
tag. Hi, my name is.
Why are
Artyom.
you a
They're
posh
humble.
British kid pretending to be a Russian?
Is he
Hello
dressed
there,
as a
Governor.
boy from World War One?
I guess.
On the Allied.
Kinda looks-
yeah.
He kind of looks like he's wearing one of the
American
half-assed doughboy costumes they have in the movies.
See, again, you can see how, you know, they built up the metro station with
Hey,
whatever they
let's
could
go.
find. Like, this was obviously originally a metro track, but now has been turned into a residential district of
So
sorts.
I like the laundry hanging up. That's a nice
Catch
touch.
up.
Yeah. And you can annoy random people sometimes. There's some bullets in there. How do I... Huh? How could I possibly...
That's him, sitting over there. Well,
Come
I'll be
here.
going. Bye.
You're Artyom, right? Sit down.
Oh, Jesus, this guy
Everybody
sounds
calls me
sleazy.
Bourbon. Listen, I need to get to Dry Station for some business, but this rat hole is on lockdown. I, however, know a back way. A so-called cursed passage the locals are afraid to use. But I hear the shit in the tunnels doesn't work on you. So, you
Well, I
help me
wouldn't
get
say
to Dry,
necessarily doesn't
I'll give you
work
my
so
AK
much
when we
as...
get there. Deal?
Doesn't work quite as
Good.
well.
Here's an advance payment
So one thing
in
they
case
don't
you
do
need
a
to
great
clear
job
out
of explaining in the
first.
game that I assume
Are
the
you
book does
ready?
better is how does governance
All
work?
right. I'm waiting, but
Like,
don't
who
talk.
decided that these tunnels are under lockdown?
Some of the tunnels out here, I believe, are allied with Exhibition, which is Artyom's tunnel. They've got some kind of like confederation going, and they're
Hey,
oh,
baby.
here's
You
that
like what you
prostitute we want to
see?
ignore because I don't want to get beat up. Where's the damn beggar that I can give money to?
Wait, that was the woman in the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like...
You're saying the
Yeah.
only prostitute in town is actually a trap that beats up anybody that comes
and
to her?
and if you oh, here we go. Hey,
Give me a couple of
Yes.
bullets, please.
I am charitable
One
Artyom.
bullet. I'm
If you would
so
just shut up and take the
hungry.
bullet. There we go. that didn't sound right. If you would shut up and take my bullets. Boom, boom, boom. Why don't you take them?
Although it is interesting what makes that guy a hobo and not you. I mean, what, do you have a job? What do you do for a living? Are you a systems analyst during the day?
I think it's just that he's able-bodied. That guy looked kind of sickly and old.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
Also, the
What up?
gravitas of somebody asking for, instead of $1, just one bullet, please, is kind of... The subtext there is kind of interesting.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
really fixating on this prostitute thing because A, it's the only female character in town. B, it's, again, like, if she's going to
there was a
trick
female character
strangers
in the bar
and
that
beat
wasn't.
the shit...
Are you
Like,
ready?
I don't know, but their hair is exactly the same. If their hair and
Yeah,
face
they
is
only
exactly
had-
the same.
They could only spend so much money to make female hairstyles for this game. They didn't have Tress effects, Rudscar. What?
They could have just dragged a hue slider in Photoshop. that would have done it.
I would like for this game had mustache effects instead of tress effects.
Oh my god, can you imagine Tress effects applied to mustaches? Just like
That'd be
flipping
epic.
out and flopping everywhere.
They would be like these light gossamer strands that kind of float in front of your face.
My mustache was cut by laser.
There's something. Oh yeah, there we go.
Part of the problem with ammunition being a currency does mean that it makes even less sense for ammo to be just lying about.
Yes, it is both money and a tool. So it seems like there shouldn't be anything
Yeah.
left to scavenge. But I guess
As I entered the
gameplay.
abandoned tunnel with Bourbon,
Well,
Maybe
it makes
I
more sense
wondered
once
if
you're
it had
out
been
there,
wrong
but
to trust
in
Yeah,
the city or
but
close
here
to
in
the
but the
city.
station gates were still
Yeah,
sealed,
like
Maybe people
put
just get a
those in-
wire
and there
brush
was no telling
and
when
make
I would
counterfeit
have another chance
military
to be free.
bullets just by scrubbing them,
Great.
making them look shiny.
Now keep your eyes peeled. The handcar ride is
I like
It's
some
like,
of the,
otherwise,
the
how are you supposed to
immersion stuff in
tell?
this game, like
But if we watch each other's back,
this hand pump charger.
Oh, I thought that was cool.
And oh no, we don't need the gas mask. Take the gas mask off.
I actually
No.
have. The hand charger is also kind of funny to me because I actually have a hand powered flashlight, and one pump is enough for about 5 seconds of light. So it's kind of funny to see him, but not even 5 seconds. Like it lights up while you are making the pumping motion, and as soon as you stop, the light goes out. So seeing him like fully charge this thing with a few pumps is kind of humorous.
It's got to be a
it's a cool
capacitor. It's storing the.
Yeah, but
Did
it's
you not
it's
give
a
that
very
shotgun
cool
back, Josh?
No, we kept it. It's mine now.
Tales of singing pipes.
Singing
They say
pipes.
if you listen
Whatever happened to your
long enough,
bastard
you can hear the
gun?
Voices of the dead. What bullshit.
So
I have that too.
going back to about 5 minutes ago, I love the sort of 1994. Speaking of 1994
where am I
things,
seeing pipes?
Doom era.
Where my pipes at?
Doom era. Yeah, they broke.
Oh, they're
Doom
supposed
era
to sing.
loading screen.
Wait, Doom didn't have loading screens except the word loading. Oh no, but it had a secrets found and enemies killed.
I meant more like
go
the
that
map,
way,
because you've got
I'm
the
gonna
map of
explore
the
this
subway
way.
system, and then it's like, here's where you've been, here's where you're going, and Doom 1 at least did that.
Which was always
Yeah,
a little bit humorous because like you gave a shit, really.
Yeah, really.
Well, it's the same thing
Look,
here.
any of these places are related to each other.
Well, even here, it's like, you don't really get a sense of what the metro subway layout is. You get a sense of what the world is. And so even telling you that you went from pipe A to pipe B, you're like, okay.
If you say so.
Oh shit! No! Ah, Jesus! There was a hole there.
Wow.
Wow. That was the
My
first death.
first
Wow.
death. Yeah, my first death. I fell down a freaking hole.
Something tells me Hunter doesn't have this kind of problem.
He's dead.
He will always remain alive in my heart. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
That
Oh,
hole, I
shit.
wonder if that's there
that?
deliberately to kill players. I mean,
Oh, no,
that
this is an
I
automatic.
didn't fall into it, but I never saw it. So if I didn't fall into it, it's probably because I was clinging to the walls like a coward. So because that hole is directly between where you would enter this space, and these supplies on the other side of the grate, and it would be natural for players to make a beeline. So is that there just to kill players,
I
or does it have
suspect
some
it
other
is.
purpose?
Haha, players, you fell to your death. I thought there was a
Like
morality
in
point over here. I
gameplay,
guess
what?
not.
Yeah, in gameplay terms, what is that hole? Is that supposedly dug by monsters?
Yeah, these things. These,
Or in
these
world,
tunnels
not
here.
in gameplay. Yeah.
They get really annoying later in the game.
What are you doing, Josh?
I
Yeah,
thought there
what
was a
are we
morality
doing?
point back there, but I guess not. Or maybe I got one and didn't notice. That's the other problem. Is it's often difficult to actually tell when you get these.
Right, as I was saying, Artyom, as long as we watch each other's backs...
Ugh. Okay, there's some blood leaking through the ceiling. That's always nice.
Oh hey, is that ammo for your silenced revolver?
Yes.
Sorry, let me
Shit,
say that again.
caravan.
Your silenced...
They're all dead. I know that style. Bandits. And Hansa boasted that they'd wipe them
So
out.
ammo for your quiet McShoot shoot.
Ah, now keep your eyes peeled. They won't let us pass freely.
Oh, that's an arrow.
Alarm
Oh,
system.
throwing knife. Damn it.
Ancient, but quite efficient. If you want to arrive unexpected, try not to disturb the cans.
Yeah, that's great. You can go that way. I'm gonna explore this random passage that doesn't go anywhere.
You know, I'm used to being alone by myself. It is really nice to have a guy watching my back all day. Oh, god fucking damn.
So this game has some interesting stealth mechanics, like noise mechanics. Like if you disturb these, it'll piss off the guys. They'll hear you, or this broken glass.
An excellent way to get rid of the blind and daredevils. You get what to do?
I think that's all the ammunition we got in this room. Alright, so we got tripwire here. Don't trigger that. Steal the stuff in it.
I wish there was a better mechanic for avoiding those. I wish you could, like,
Hide in that corner.
hold E and transition over them, because the bunny hopping just is I
Yeah.
trigger
So you could
those
disarm
more
them.
often
Yeah.
than not.
No,
I did,
I
so
dislike
it triggers
I dislike mechanics that make things harder in the game than they would be in real life. In real life, you'd step right over it. It would be, as long as you know it's there, it's no danger. In a game, you like hop, and your head hits like the top of the doorway, and you immediately bounce back down and land on the wire instead of jumping over. And it's like, come on.
My feelings like, what language is that guy singing in?
I can't imagine what that is.
We need to get closer. Can you take down the patrol?
I hope you can see, because this is all darkness for me.
Yeah, well, it's gonna get dark.
I just-
because we need.
I
stealth.
just trust that. I just trust that on the final footage there will be something for the viewers to watch at this
Oh, yeah.
point.
Just watch it full screen, everybody. Go full screen and turn off all the lights in the room, and you'll be able to see what's going on.
I really pray that you just squeeze this trigger, it's gonna make this deafening bang, and you're gonna be like, I got took.
That would be awesome. I like how these guys don't notice their lights.
Oh, shit.
Completely unsuspicious.
They're not unsuspicious anymore. I may have fucked up the stealth there. Do I have throwing
How can you
knives?
tell?
Oh, I have several of them. Okay, let's use these and conserve ammo.
These things are
Why we weren't
ridiculous.
using those.
You could hit them in the hand, and they instantly fall over dead.
Yeah, and you think,
That's
look at
silly.
that little knife, you know, that little dull, rusty, handmade knife, and you imagine that hitting you really anywhere. Can you actually imagine that killing you? From the
Yes.
I
force
can't
you
imagine
throw?
it stopping you from making noise. I mean, there are many ways you could be fatally injured with it, but there's pretty much nothing that would about that knife
Add off.
that would stop you from
Right,
going, ah,
like-
I've been stabbed by a very small knife. Someone help me.
Yeah,
It
like,
really
they could
hurts a lot.
They could stick you in the neck, but it would kill you like a minute later at best.
Yes.
Maybe if you could
It's
get it
right
like,
in my
at
neck!
the base of the spine, like, or base of the skull, like just sever the entire spinal cord from the rest of the body. Maybe then.
Maybe then
With
that
a
takes
dull,
a lot
crappy
of force,
knife.
though.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. If you're incredibly strong and you have a hold of their body, so you have some leverage, but you are not going to
But-
fling this little knife and do that.
So to be fair, this is. I also like how when your character has only one knife left, he still kind of cups his hand like he's holding one.
Yeah.
I would have actually just preferred that they removed the other hand, like they lower it. I mean, see, seriously, like hold up your hands like this in front of your face, guys. Tell me that doesn't look silly.
Well, I mean, it's what the Counter-Strike guys do in Counter-Strike, because that's real.
What?
Yeah, but
That hit that guy square in the mask and bounced off.
And,
Did
like,
you see
he
that
did,
shit?
I don't think he understood that anything had happened to him. He's just like, what the fuck?
Shit.
Something hit
Somebody
me in
just
my
throw-
knife-proof mask. Good thing it didn't hit me in my unprotected hand.
You know, these knives would be pretty much instantly, well, not instantly, but pretty much guaranteed to be lethal just because they're rusty and old and nobody gets tetanus shots underground.
Okay, Bourbon, you can kind of.
Right.
You
These
can
would
help
kill
out
you
now.
days later. These knives would kill you days later. That would be terrible. You'd have terrible infection, gangrene problems, tetanus.
I'm surprised there aren't more amputees in this world, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't all be for monsters either. I mean, you're walking around on rusty old tracks from 30 years ago.
Yeah, there's filth everywhere.
What's the damn med kit button? I'm gonna check the key bindings here. Med kit is Q, that's right.
That wanker has killed our man!
You know, this is one of those rare games where I actually like the down the scopes view just because it obscures it enough that it adds to the chaos, which is, in this case, game's case, really good.
Yeah.
And it gives you a closer look at your ammo count.
Well, in
With
games
killing
that
anyone.
have that. This is one of the hardest fights in the game, actually, right here. So, like we're still at the point where we don't have like the money to get the good stuff. Did I get
I
him?
think they really intend for you to successfully stealth it. But it is, like all stealth things, it's very binary. You fail once, you gotta murder your way through.
Are military grade cartridges smokeless?
Yes, I believe so. In the second game, they're incendiary, which is even better, but...
Yeah.
Wait, all
like,
military guns
like those
are
incendiary bullets the real militaries are always producing all the time.
I think I got him.
Geneva would fucking love that.
Oh, definitely
Well,
not everyone, 'cause I just heard
they
someone.
balance it out by putting an apology on the side of the bullet. They stamp it. Sorry. I was thinking the Canadian Army. Never mind.
Well, this sucks. They know where I am, but I don't know where he is. Where's this fucker?
I like hands on the ground like they're gonna arrest you and do like a criminal court.
Yeah. What? So you
Yeah,
just
like
come over here
if
and
you
shoot
actually
me?
put your hands on the ground, they're just gonna walk over, like kick the shit out of you, take everything, try to desperately to remember if there's anything
Like
they want
those
to ask you, and
merchants
then
they
just like
killed
stab
back
you to
there.
death. Yeah.
I don't
Worth
think I
a
will
shot,
ever
I guess.
find my...
I mean, if they did find someone stupid enough to surrender, that'll be super convenient, actually.
I don't think I will ever find the two throwing knives that I used. Oh, there's one. I see it.
We can buy more.
Alright.
I think this is a checkpoint save system, so I want to get to the next place before we stop playing. Yeah, there's no save. We gotta wait until we see the save again. So we got another weapon here that I don't want to use. Like, there are several like weapons in this game that use the ball bearing ammunition to
Very slowly annoy enemies to death.
It's like you have to charge them, which is
Squirt gun technology, basically.
Yeah, it was very inconvenient, and I never felt like it was doing a lot of damage, and it wasn't worth the hassle. Maybe if you get more skilled with it, it becomes more efficient. But I never got it to do anything to me except make it take forever to kill guys.
I like that his name's Bourbon. Like, is that even really much of a Russian drink? I mean, I picture vodka, but bourbon's more of like a Creole, French, Southern Southern Louisiana.
I think that's the joke.
Okay, well then I'm going to declare that my name is vodka.
What is
My
the
name is
actual
Bud
history
Light.
of Russian? I really want to read a history of alcohol consumption in Russia, because it could have, like, I don't know. I mean, obviously you think of vodka, you think of potatoes, but potatoes are an import.
Yeah. I believe it was made from grains before that.
Well, that would
I'm
make
Mai
sense.
Tai, that's my name.
I'm a Long Island iced tea.
Yes.
Actually, I'm a Coca-Cola.
I'm Shirley Temple.
And Josh is Cosmo.